Welcome back to the Delusion Experiment. This is a weekly reading for my air signs for the week of December 1st. Let's dive in. First up, we have You Already Know. Second out, we have Look Through the Situation. And last, we have dreams. So some of you might be having some potent dreams as of late, which is not entirely unusual. There's a lot of heavy energy. We just had a new moon. We are starting December. Mercury's in retrograde. We've got planets that are going direct. Lots of major changes that are happening in the energy on the planet. So you might be having some dreams, and if you're trying to sort of decipher them, my best advice for you would be take your first instinct. Don't try to look further into it. Take whatever comes to mind first. It's not as deep as you may be trying to make it. The other message that I'm getting here is that you are sort of looking forward, right? As we move into December, we're getting closer to the end of this year and the beginning of next year. You're looking towards the path that you want to take. And I think that this is another area where you may be looking deeper into it than necessary. You already know what path you want to take. You're maybe just not as confident in this path. I feel like it might be a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and that's where the hesitation is coming from. Your ego may be trying to find reasons why you shouldn't move through this path. And I think that that's where the look through the situation comes in. Look at all sides of this, right? Your ego may be trying very hard to find reasons for you not to take this path, but I think you already know that it is the right one for you. Trust yourself, air signs. That's what I'm hearing. So let's get some insight on what this might be about. The first card that jumped out is patience. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Oh, this drives my OCD crazy. Sorry, guys. Then we had love spell. You've been bewitched. And let's get one more for us. Air signs, while I'm shuffling, if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would be forever grateful. And what else do we have here? Air sign. Okay, well, that's validation and confirmation for sure. I'm immediately getting that the patience is in relation to picking this path. I think that when you finally get to the point where you decide that this is how you're going to move forward, you may expect or want things to move very quickly. And just because they're not doesn't mean that things aren't happening behind the scenes, right? I just heard the universe always conspires in our favor. So as long as you're keeping the goal in mind, right? The end should justify the means. So if you keep the end in mind and continue to take small steps, focus, visualize, it will all come together. It just maybe not as fast as you would like. Next up with the love spell, absolutely this could be the potential of a relationship, maybe just a spark with this energy. It could also turn into something more, or maybe you're just realizing that you're ready to get back out there again. You're ready to open up your heart and to see how you show up. I think that my air signs have done a lot of healing and growing and changing this year. You've sort of taken yourself off the market. You've been in a little bit of hermit mode while you work on yourself. And that's fantastic. Self-care is number one. Loving ourselves is the key to loving everything, everyone. Um, I think that it might just be that you're realizing that you are ready to open yourself up more to the possibilities that could come your way. And lastly, the air sign, this is just validation that this is, in fact, a reading for you. Okay, we got cards flying all over the place here. Air signs. First up, we have Two of Wands, planning and waiting, making a decision, choosing a path. More validation. Death, transformation, endings, change, transition, and release. Whenever we make a new choice, whenever we choose a new path, it's always a period of endings and transitions. You're releasing who you were, you're embracing who you are, you've changed a lot, you've ended a lot. This has been a huge year of transformation, and I think the culmination of that transformation is you choosing that path, making that decision. And lastly, we have the Ace of Wands, creativity and passion, new initiative, inspiration. I think that this is the energy that you are embodying now. Making that decision is going to inspire you. It's going to show you really how far you've come. It's going to give you an aha moment of the strength that you've culminated for yourself, in the choices that you've made, in learning yourself, getting to know yourself better, learning really what you want, identifying your true values, and then standing tall in them and holding true to them. I think that the energy of this week is sort of going to bring you through a decision and then to a place where you recognize just how far you have come over this last year. I think you might actually surprise yourself, air signs. I know that you probably question your growth, your journey a lot. I think that you probably feel like you have walked so far, but really haven't made any progress. And I think that this situation this week is going to prove you wrong, for lack of a better term. I think it's going to show you exactly how far you've come and how strong you've become. Not that you've become, but how strong you've allowed yourself to be, right? The strength was always there, but you didn't always rely on it. You didn't always use it in the way that you should have, or the way that you have over this past year. And I think that that's what is about to be shown to you. I'm getting sort of a big I told you so from the universe with this energy. And the universe is throwing cards out at me. Okay, so first up we have let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. We'll get to that in a second. We also have connect. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and to simply be around other people. You're in need of this right now, and deep connections will benefit you in many ways. And then lastly, we have listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. I think this one goes with choosing that path. You need to trust yourself. You have gotten much more comfortable with the concept of trusting yourself over the last year. You know that you won't steer you wrong. And I think that you're being asked to really ground into that now. I think one way that you can have faith and trust your inner voice is by making the connection. You, I think, have a couple of people in your life who you feel like are your guidepost, people that you can trust, that to guide you right back to yourself, right? Because that's sort of what it's about. When we question ourselves, we look for guidance, we look for answers. And I think that there are people in your tribe that will guide you right back to yourself because they know that you already know the answer. And letting it go, I think this is just a reminder that It's a great time to let go of, even if you think that you've already let things go. When you see this card, when you hear me talking about letting it go, there is something that pops into your head. Whatever that is, don't dismiss it. Don't try to justify it. Don't try to tell yourself, I've already done that. I don't feel this way, blah, blah, blah. Something popped into your head when the Let It Go card came out and I started talking about it. That's what you need to let go. You need to listen to your inner voice. You need to connect with these feelings so that you can let it go. I know you're cursing me out right now, air signs, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm here for a reason. That's my purpose. I'm fine with it. In fact, I love it. Curse me out till the cows come home. Whatever popped into your head when you saw this card and when I started talking about it is your mission for the week. If you connect with these feelings, you listen to your inner voice, this will be the last time you have to let it go. Air signs, I hope that this resonated with you. Please check out my new moon and December readings. If you're interested in a 2025 insight reading, there is a link to book in the description box below. And until next time.